Good afternoon, educators. I would like to first thank all of you for coming to today's professional development. Today, I am going to help you make sense of the Common Core State Standards for mathematical practice. At the center of your table there are sheets of paper. Please take one and fold it into thirds to make a name tent. Then take a marker and write your name on it. In case you did not notice, the sheets of paper are different colors. I would like for you to rearrange yourselves such that the table with a number 1 on it are those with a blue name tent. The table with a number 2 are those with a yellow name tent. The table with a number 3 are those with a pink name tent, and the table with a number 4 are those with a white name tent. Now that you have rearranged your seating, look around your table. This will be your group you will be working with for the remainder of the hour. I am passing out the handout you will need to do the opening activity. The handout describes the 8 mathematical practice standards in detail. Each group will be assigned 2 practice standards to read. Table 1 will read standards 1 and 2. Table 2 will read standards 3 and 4. Table 3 will read standards 5 and 6, and Table 4 will read standards 7 and 8. Once you have read the standards in your group, take a few minutes to discuss the meaning of the mathematical practice standards and how the standards apply to you. Then list on the white roll paper items within the standards that are believed to be unpractical and or unrealistic to implement. Also, list any questions you may have about how to meet or implement the standards. Then hang your paper on the wall. Now that every group has had a chance to discuss their assigned mathematical practice standards, please select a representative from your group to read and explain the information your group talked about and listed on the paper. The person who woke up the earliest will be the representative for your group. Now that every group has had an opportunity to share out, I would like for each group to identify and or develop 3 simple methods, activities, and or strategies that focus on meeting the requirements of each assigned standard. There should be 6 total. Write them on another sheet of roll paper. Once completed, hang this paper over the opening activity paper your group completed before. I am now passing out a student-friendly handout of the 8 mathematical practice standards, which can be used in your classroom as a somewhat cheat sheet for students to remember the goals of each standard. Please take the time to look over this handout and utilize it as you develop your methods, activities, and or strategies that focus on meeting the requirements of each assigned standard. I would like to have a group discussion about the methods groups developed and how they address the mathematical practice standard. Our discussion was great. We now have 24 methods listed to help address each mathematical practice standard. This information will be compiled and placed on the staff shared drive for future reference. In closing, I would like for a volunteer to summarize what was discussed or learned at our professional development. Also, if anyone has any questions, please ask them now, since there are no more questions. I would once again like to thank you all for attending, and if you could please complete a short evaluation survey of the professional development and leave it on the podium as you exit. Thank you.